So John, what are you standing in front of?
This is this is Walking Dead stuff here. Lots and lots of Walking Dead core game sets and version 3.
They've got a couple in stock.
Yeah. One or two copies.
Just the Australian order's not gone out yet.
Hellboy stuff though as well.
There it is. In fact, there is a book by a steadily retreating. Woo!
And let's do a quick flick through. How quick are people pausing?
They're going to have their books by this point.
Well, apart from the people in the colonies, they won't get them for another couple of weeks.
I had them shipped FedEx, right? All right, welcome back to Death by Dragons. I am here with Jonathan and Lexa Faulkes.
Hello.
Hello. From 4 Foot Snake. This is kind of a. Do you want to walk past us? The reason this is slightly awkward is we're standing in the Mantic warehouse, having a 4 foot counter
Death by Dragons battle thing.
Version 3 battle report. So we're really excited. We're really happy that Mantic have allowed us to come into their domain, right into the beating heart.
Yeah.
We've got some. What we've got here. I actually need some soul reaver infantry. I'm not just. I need some whites as well.
Need some whites as well. Some cavalry.
Yeah, I've got all sorts. Yeah, need some
soul reaver cavalry. Yeah.
Lexa's holding a version 3 book. What's that?
Empire of Dust. That's my new army.
Oh right, fine.
My new army.
So we're going to steal these and play a.
Lex is going to swipe that book.
Excellent. Although we have already both ordered a book, so we feel kind of stupid about that now.
Yeah.
Not to here, so we're going to have to go and pick up our books. So we're playing a 2,000 point battle today?
Yes, 2,000 points. We're going to. It's an unoptimised list because obviously we've not played that many games of 3rd edition. In fact, this is my first game of 3rd edition.
Okay.
So it's going to be showing off some of the new units that are in the game.
We tried to put some new stuff in.
I'm going to say what we're playing. I'm playing Ogres.
Yep. And I'm playing Undead. So, cool. Let's have a look at the army list. Yep. Right then. I have forgotten my usual microphone thing that I use when I'm recording this, so hopefully it doesn't sound too weird, but here is the Undead list that I took. So we start with 2 troops of ghouls for some chaff. They're pretty much similar to the way they were before, but now they've got Wild Charge D3, which is great. Horde of Revenants with a Brew of Strength, so a nice defense 5-24 block of nightmare in the middle of your army. And then give them Brew of Strength to make them punchy. A Horde of Werewolves with Potion of the Caterpillar. And I've been playing around with lists and looking at whether I should take whites, since everyone's like, whites are amazing, whites are amazing. They are amazing, and with the amount of surge I've got, they are amazing, but I kind of like having the speed 9 werewolves are just really, really, really good, really fast, and I like having that with Caterpillar. A regiment of wraiths, so who doesn't love defense 6? These guys they're not as good as they were because they're only speed 7 now, but they've got speed 7 nimble flying, and they've got Strider as well. So I think these are an absolute win and cheap chips. Hooper Revenant Cavalry because fantastic path for your mounted stuff. And some Soul Reaver Cavalry with Blessing of the Gods. Now these guys aren't as ridiculous as they were in version 2. They're only defense 5. But they're defense 5 cavalry with 20 attacks and a hit on 3s. And I've given them elite. And they've got life leech too. They're so good. Now Goreblight. So Goreblight's one of the new monsters. He's a height 3 monster. And I'm mainly taking him because I wanted to try out some of the new stuff and show you kind of how I think it works. But also I think Cloak of Death is actually pretty useful. That kind of 1 tick of damage. He is... he's about the same price as a horde of zombie trolls. And I kind of think a horde of zombie trolls is better, but I don't have the models for a horde of zombie trolls, and I do have a Goreblight, which I painted especially for this battle report. You're welcome. And then Revenant King on Undead Great Flying Worm, who I've given Plagued Breath, which is a breath attack by another name essentially, but with no piercing or anything, so it's just 12 attacks or 10 attacks. 12 attacks? 10 attacks. 10 attacks. 12-inch range. And Surge. So I've given him Surge. Now the choice here was I wanted a dragon because I love dragons. It's called Death by Dragons for a reason. But I couldn't really afford the vampire on dragon. The vampire on dragon is punchier. But I just think this guy is for the price. And he hits in 3s, so there's vampire. I hit 4s. But I think this is just a great unit. Also nimble. So, and then a Necromancer, who I've given Drain Life 5 and the Inspiring Talisman to. So it's another Surger and some more Drain Life to add to Morgoth Faceless. Morgoth the Faceless, just so good. So 10-inch fly, can go at the double and cast. He's got ability, 10, he's got Drain Life 9, he's got whatever the one that causes a nerve check, he's got that 3. He's very inspiring. He's got dread. Oh, he's so good. Anyway, that's my undead list. So some new stuff, some change stuff, and we thought we'd see how that goes. So let's have a look at ogres. All right, I've just listened back to that, and it does sound really weird. Recording on a laptop microphone, not recommended by anyone. Sorry, everybody, if it's hurting your ears. If you can't tell, I've literally photographed this out of my Mantic book. So, yeah. I just liked it. Different picture, something new. Anyway, so John's got 2 troops of Red Goblin Scout Sniffs. So they're irregular, but they're some pretty nice speed 10 chaff. 2 regiments of Red Goblin Rabble for more chaff. A horde of Warrior Chariot. But these are the ones that are 4 by 1. So 4 chariots wide. 20 attacks. Pretty punchy. Speed 8. Hit on 3s. And he's given the Potion of the Caterpillar. He's got a horde of boomers, who he's given the elite item to. A horde of hunters, who he's given the Crocodog upgrade. So the Crocodog, so hunters are brilliant now. They were good before, but no one took them for some reason. Speed 7 in snare, and just hit pretty hard. And the Crocodog upgrade allows you, I think, to re-roll 3 of your hit or damage dice. Which one is it? I could reach from my rule book, which I'm flicking through now. Some live rules looking up. Hoping I can find the ogres. Yeah, well, I turned straight to them. It must be fate. So, Crocodogs. Once per game, when the unit rolls to hit in melee, you may choose to re-roll up to 3 dice that score a natural unmodified 1. The unit's Crocodog is then destroyed and cannot be used again for the remainder of the game. So that's pretty nice. He's got a horde of Berserker Braves with a chant of hate, so they're vicious. I'm not sold on Berserker Braves because they still hit on 4s, and I don't think that's good, despite having 30 attacks, but that's just me. I think they're regular hitting on 3s guys. 2 Red Goblin Blasters, which I really like now. So these aren't the kind of liability to your own force that they were. Now they've got a ranged attack, but also they've got blast d6 on their melee, but after they've done 1 round of melee, they blow themselves up and die. I think it's pretty cool and thematic and just really fun. A Berserker Bully, who's another fantastic new hero, really good, with Wild Charge and all that stuff. He's got an ASB, which is mounted on a chariot. He's got, worth saying also, the other chariots, all the Ogre chariots, they're height 4, which is higher than your regular chariots, so they can see over hills, which is a really important thing. He's got 2 sergeants, and he's given them the crossbow upgrade. So this puts them to a defense 4, but gives them a range attack. Whoa! And that's the end of his list. That's 2,000 points of Ogre, so let's take a look at the battlefield, which I've just shown you. Right, here it is. So this is in one of the rooms of Mantic. And we have, I think the hill building something might have moved a little bit more. It wasn't, this looks like it's really all in the top half of the board. I'm going to move some of this stuff down in a minute to make it a bit more in the deployment area. So, and again, I didn't actually go through with any of the heights with John before we recorded this. So some of these heights might be, they're my guesses basically, but they didn't have an impact on the game because we don't have a lot of range stuff, I think. So, height 5 forests, 2 of them, 2 heights, 1 enormous height 3 hill on the left and 1 on the right. 2 height 5 pieces of blocking terrain. And really, if we were playing this by the actual rulebook, I think actually the one on the right would be like a height 8 building, and the one on the left would be like a height 5. So maybe it didn't have a bearing, but imagine that top one is an 8. There's a piece of, I've put height 1 difficult terrain in the middle. It might have been, we could have said it was flat, but it looks like a height 1 to me. But again, I don't think it has a lot of bearing, but this is sort of thing you need to check now because terrain height is variable, right? So everything is height 1 plus 1 inch per actual height of the terrain. So just something to think about. And 2 height 2 obstacles. So they're height 1 plus 1 inch, right? So it makes them height 2. So yeah, that was the battlefield. Let's have a look at the scenario. So we were playing one of the new scenarios, which is, you can see I've adjusted the terrain here, right? So it's a little bit fairer. So smoke and mirrors. So smoke and mirrors is one of the new scenarios, and it's played with bluff tokens. So after choosing sides, you each get 5 bluff tokens. You get 2-point bluff tokens, 2 1-point bluff tokens, and 2 0-point bluff tokens. So these are normal objective tokens. You can see stuff on the battlefield. I'll show you where they all are in a minute. Underneath, they have a number. And then you take turns rolling off first to place your 5 bluff tokens as objectives in your opponent's half of the field. So I won the bottom half, the half we're looking at now. And we rolled off and we placed them on the battlefield. So these are mine. These are my 5. And these are John's 5. So he placed them kind of more in a line, and I kind of placed them around the place. So what I'll do is I'll tell you where I placed mine and why. So that's my pointed token. So at the top right there, we've got my 2-point on the hill. And then I put a 0-point token behind the tower. And I wanted that to be there because I wanted to try and get John, because that looks like a place you'd put quite a high value token. I wanted him to try and put his units there because it's worthless. And then I can kind of bring mine in. I was planning to try and ignore the left-hand side of the battlefield as much as possible. But I put 2 1-point tokens there. So I'm not quite sure I thought that through. I put one right in the back corner. And I knew he had hunters. So thinking about it now, actually something John was saying when he was deploying his troops was you can put hunters in terrain and then it's ensnaring and hindering. So realistically, if I was doing this again, I'd probably put a 0-point in front of that forest because that would have allowed me, he would have tried to deploy his guys there and hoped it was an objective, but it wouldn't be. But anyway, I didn't, so whatever. So yeah, that was how I deployed mine. And then so with smoke and mirrors, you turn them over at the end of every turn. You turn one over each on your half at the end of every turn. So it kind of reveals them more gradually. So that's different from Fool's Gold when they're all turned over at the end of turn 3. So it's pretty cool. All right, so with that said, let's have a look at deployment.
All right, Mr. Faulkes and able assistant, talk us through your deployment.
Okay, so on my right flank we have Red Goblin Rabble.
Yep.
We have Red Goblin Scout Sniffs back here. We've got a rather large unit of Warrior Chariots, a Horde.
A horde, so that's 4 chariots.
Yes, there are 4 there. If you can see 3, your eyes need testing. Good spec savers.
You got it wrong.
Yes, with Potion of Caterpillar, obviously. We have an Army Standard on Chariots back here.
Okay.
And he doesn't have anything special. No,
Small pause to say, how big are your dice?
Oh yeah, they are quite big.
Giant dice. How big are your hands? Anyway, sorry, who's this chap?
That chap is an Ogre Sergeant with a crossbow.
In front of a token.
Yeah. And then we have got 2 Red Goblin Blasters.
Nice.
Yeah. And a horde of Ogre Braves. Berserker Braves.
Berserker Braves?
Yeah. And they've got the Chant of Hate, so they're vicious.
Ugh.
Just for the sheer hell of it. And behind him we've got Berserker Bully.
The new character in the game.
Yes, apparently the new Phil. We've got a Boomer Horde with Elite. And we've got the other broken unit, the Hunters. And these have got the Crocodog upgrade.
Speed 7 with the Crocodog, okay?
Yeah, Speed 7, Crocodog.
Sniffs.
Rabble, Sniffs, and another crossbow.
Crossbow. So that is 2,000 points of version 3 Ogres.
Yes.
Okay, so on my side I've got a unit of Wraiths, and then we have Ghouls with werewolves behind them. Definitely not PMC, but we'll get there. That is a Revenant King on Undead Great Flying Worm, whatever it's called now. And he's got Breath and Surge and stuff. That is a Horde of Revenants with a Goreblight, a Necromancer, and some more Ghouls. And then right way the other side, because I've deployed badly, is a Revenant Cavalry with Soul Reaver Cavalry, and there's Morgoth hiding at the back. And that's 2,000 points of version 3 Undead.
Oh, on to turn 1. So John won the roll-off, but this is an objective game, so he gave the first turn to me. I like having the first turn, that's fine by me, because it means that I can move my stuff up into positions that I want to be in. So this is what I did. So on the left-hand side, I moved my Revenant Cavalry right up onto the hill, because thinking about what he's got against me, there's not a lot of ranged threat in these units, so everything is outside of charge range. So that it's basically that chariot unit is 16. The Sniffs are 20, but they are behind the chariot unit, so they couldn't reach me. And then I moved the Soul Reavers up behind. I left some space just in case there was, well, there could be a waiver, but in case, actually, I've no reason to do that because it can't be wavered. I'm kind of not good. Anyway, so I moved them up so their leader point was on the hill, so I could see over it. That's an important difference. And then Morgoth, I moved up here, so he's up and just to the left of the Revenant Cavalry. So the stuff that can shoot can't see him because he's behind the Revenant Cavalry, but he's poking out. So I guess the Sniffs could if they kind of shot forward maybe. But I'm not really that worried about Sniffs shooting him off because I wanted to try something a little bit sneaky, which was to, so he's height 2 on a height 3 hill, so he's height 5, and the Ogre Chariot's a height 4, so he's got Mind Fog 3. And I wanted to see, just wonder whether I could get a lucky roll onto the Sniffs and maybe waver them or kill them on the first turn, but just for a laugh. Why not? Mind Fog 3. Guaranteed hit, am I right? We'll see. So then this block moved to shambled forward and the ghouls behind him and the necromancer. I moved the Ghoul-Blight over here so I could surge him forward a little bit so he could be a threat either way. I've got enough surge in the list, and Morgoth's a bit far away the way I've deployed. I didn't like my deployment. I really feel I should have perhaps deployed them together, but I spread out, so hey. So he could surge right or left depending if John pushes forward next turn. Over here, so the dragon just flew up a bit into the trees, so he's outside of any range or anything that he could be particularly worried about. The ghouls just shoved up as far as they can go, and the whites kind of shuffled over here to the right so they can start flying around our flanks. That's my turn 1. Let's take a look at it.
Got it.
Alright, so I haven't got a lot of shooting, but I thought it might be fun to have Morgoth try. What's the lowest nerve out of the rabble and the Sniffs?
Now you're asking things like that. That would be the Sniffs at 9-11.
Right, so I think I can see them because maybe I can't.
You can't.
I'm height 5 and they're height 4, so I can see them.
Yes, you can see them, but they're in cover.
Right, but I'm going to do Mind Fog.
Oh, ooh.
Which is an auto nerve check, right? So Morgoth has got Mind Fog 3. Just to see if I can kill them in one go for a laugh. So Morgoth's going to Mind Fog the Sniffs, which doesn't work. Well, it was a nice try.
Is not elite?
No, I don't think so. No, I would remember that. No. Dread, Fly, individual regeneration, very inspiring, but not elite.
Oh dear.
Well, worth a try. That's.
Is that it?
I will surge the dude, the Gore-Blight.
Oh, the Gore-Blight, yeah.
Get him a little bit further forward with the Necromancer. So 2. Yeah, that's it. That's my turn 1. On to yours.
Okay.
Alright, on to John's turn 1. I'm trying something different for the voice recording. Let's see if this works. It might work better. So, first up, he moved the rabble forwards, and then shoved the Sniffs right here up onto the hill to block off any charges. But then he moved his chariots, including the Standard-Bearer chariot, backwards, which I was a bit confused by looking at it now, because with the Sniffs in front, I don't think, because the Revenants aren't nimble, he could have moved forwards a little bit and actually remained out of charge. So something to think about. The guy in the middle didn't move anywhere. This guy here. But the 2 boomers moved up. So he moved them at the double, I guess, to be more threatening later on, because a charge from them is actually quite threatening because they're plus D6, and they couldn't do their range attack in the first turn anyway. I think it's 12 inches. Then his little berserker unit with the bully behind moved up here, and the boomers moved over. So they're not within range to be able to do anything, but he wants to be ready to kind of meet the werewolves. I forgot about last turn. My werewolves are here, behind the ghouls, but obviously they were hidden by a tree, and I forgot they existed because, forgot, sorry. And then you've got your hunters and the other rabble moved up here, so to be ready to take any charges. These Sniffs shot right over on the right-hand flank to meet the threat from the wraiths, and his other Sergeant Bearer with a crossbow moved up. Sergeant with a crossbow moved up onto the hill because he wants to use his range attack, which is pretty good, on the ghouls. So that was his turn 1.
Okay, it's 5 shots into there.
Into the ghouls, yeah?
Yes, yeah. Normally on a range 5. He moved, so it's on 6s.
On 6s, 5 shots on 6s. With the world's biggest. One hit!
One hit. And that is piercing 2.
3 defense 3, so 2s. 1 wound.
1 wound.
Need some wound dice. 1 wound for the ghouls.
Okay, do you want to roll him into that one over there, Alexa?
Into the revenants.
Yeah, so 5 shots on 5s.
1.
1, roll again.
And piercing 2, so 3s. Nope.
Nope.
You are demoted from dice rolling juicy.
And that's it. They've normally got shooting attacks, but they can't because they're outside range. Likewise, boomers.
Sniffs?
Sniffs have moved too far.
Okay, oh, you moved too far.
Yeah, and they've moved too far as well. Yeah.
So no on these guys?
No, last test. Okay, go on, Alexa.
They are a 9-11 in Spanish.
Sorry, Steve.
Is that right? Oh, that's good. That's a 9, so they are 10, they're wavered.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
literally the worst thing for me.
Oh dear. I can tell you should do rolls of vicious.
Yeah, oh well, thanks for that.
Yeah.
Right, on to turn 2?
Yeah, turn 2.
Alright, on to turn 2. So, the first thing I did was to take the charge into the sniffs because I didn't see any reason not to. Because in that trade-off, right? Revenants kill sniffs, chariots kill revenants, soul reavers kill chariots. That's my thought. And I moved Morgoth just to make it sure. So I've moved him up here so that he can drain life. So he can't see... If he was right behind the unit, like here, he wouldn't be able to see them because they're both height 2. But here, he can see them here. But critically, these guys can't see him. So he can't be charged. And I move the Soul Reavers up here because what I want to do is to offer some threat this way as well as this way. Then the ghouls just move forward 6 through the skeleton unit who just kind of moved up with their little necromancer. So the reason is I want something, I really want one of these to charge them because that's a waste of a blaster. That's probably not going to happen. These guys could charge, but I don't think they will either. Well, maybe they will. We'll see. But then that would allow me to get the counter charge, right? So that's kind of my thought. Especially as I've got the Gore Blight moved up here. So the idea here is that if they do charge into any of these units, I've got a surgical flank here. Then I move my werewolves because I've got my ghouls are wavered, which is incredibly irritating. So the werewolves have shifted sideways. They can go pretty far because they're speed 9, so 4.5, which allows the ghouls, the ghouls to come backwards. And then I took this charge. So I think John didn't see it. That's within 20 from where he was here to these sniffs. However, the Revenant King on Underworm, he only hits on 4s. So, and he's only got 10 attacks, so this is by no means a guaranteed kill. However, everything else is facing the wrong way. Now, I've got a turn of grace, and I've got a whole unit of whites, because I've also moved my whites up. So I've got a unit of whites here. So if everything does go pear-shaped and he's stuck into this combat, I can block with my whites next turn. That's my thought. That was my turn. Let's have a look.
Okay.
All right, turn 2. So let us do Drain Life 9 onto these little buggers here.
Okay. From Morgoth?
From Morgoth, so 4s and base defense 3?
Yes. Yeah.
4s and 2s. Or is it? No, it's no cover. So 4s. It's 3 hits.
Ooh.
That was it. 2s, 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
And then, you remember that, right? Toby?
Yeah, Alexa, can you write 2 onto a token, please? Come on, scribe.
I want an assistant. This is the best. We're not going to do anything with him because he's quite happy. There's no more shooting here. So that's it for shooting.
Okay.
So nerve on the sniffs. So they're in combat, so there's no nerve for them. Right, good. So let's do the combat then. So it's 8 attacks on 4s and 2s.
Yep.
How many dice roll? 2, 4, 6, 8. 3. They're normal.
That's not brilliant.
2 more?
2 more damage.
And 4 wounds.
4 wounds. Okay. And then nerve. Yeah.
Just found a nerf dart on the floor of the Mantic offices. Just thought I'd-
That does not surprise me. 9/11.
So 4 wounds.
Oh! 5 and a 2. 7, 4,
9.
11.
The 4. 4 and 7.
4,
Yeah.
7's 11.
So they're dead.
Dead.
Plus with dread, so they're definitely dead.
Definitely dead.
And we will stay there.
Okay.
Because we're quite happy being there. Okay, that was fun. And then dragon into your other sniffs.
Okay, yeah.
In the world's most ill-advised tactic. 10 on 4s and 2s.
Yeah.
This could be bad. No, he's not alright.
Yeah, that's alright, it's fine. Go, just.
Oh no, 4 wounds.
4 wounds, okay.
That's very dead.
Oh, very
Is
dead.
that guy inspiring?
He is inspiring.
Is he within inspiring range?
I don't know.
Did you measure it?
No?
Yes, he's very inspiring. He is.
That's still dead.
They're still dead. Hooray! It works. In which case we will turn the dragon like yay. Hi! Flanks!
There's a dragon in the flank.
It's a dragon in the flank. It's your turn too, I think. That's it. Alright, forgot to mention the scenario. So we forgot after turn 1 to turn over the tokens. So we did it quickly halfway just before John took his turn. So this is the token the token he turned over. The one that I placed, so far left, and it's a 0. And then I turned over the one far right. So this is where my wraiths are here. And it's his 2-point token. He's placed right over here, which I think is mad, but there you go. So that's kind of cool because I've got my Defense 6 unit already kind of sitting on it, so happy about that. Anyway, onto the turn. So, John, so he moved his rabble regiment forward, and I thought this was really interesting. So, I can't do anything because these guys can't see them, and these guys are facing the wrong way. But the fact that he's moved them down this flank like this makes me think this is something, right? Because obviously he's going to come around here and sit on this. So that was my thought, so I thought it was interesting. Then he charged in with his chariots into the revenants, because why wouldn't you? With the standard bearer behind. So he still didn't move this guy, the sergeant, because he wants to keep shooting at something, I assume. Either these guys here or these guys here. And then, so the bully moved over here. So this is pretty smart move because I've got my Soul Reavers facing down here. So they're out. He's outside of 16. But if I do choose to charge the Soul Reavers in here, he's got a flank from his bully, and bullies are pretty punchy. So the 2 blasters didn't move because they want to be shooting this turn, but the berserkers did move up. Because don't forget, I'd set this as a trap here because I've got this and I've got this as a nasty set of traps. So he chose not to take that, which is probably pretty sensible. But I have got a dragon, so my dragon ended up facing down the flank like this, right, which is nasty. So the boomers moved backwards and the ensnaring horde turned. So I can charge my dragon into them. I'm well within range, but if I'm charging a 10 attack, hitting on 4's dragon into an ensnaring horde, then I am nuts. The Rebel Regiment moved up here onto the hill, so just to offer a bit of annoying threat, because he's charged his other sergeant into the Wraiths to hold them up, therefore negating my plan. So pretty standard, or sensible, I would say, holding manoeuvres on the right-hand flank, because killing his 2 sniff regiments has been unexpected, I would say, and a good start of the game for me. So there we go. All right, so we should probably mention that we just turned over some tokens because we've got to do it at the end of last turn. Yeah. So there's now, that was a nothing.
Nothing there, yeah.
But there's a 2-point token over here. Hey!
Some Defense 6 troops right next to it.
Yay! It's all good.
Not the best move in the world.
So, on to your turn 2.
Yeah.
Shooting.
Shooting. So, hand grenades. Homemade hand grenades.
Homemade hand grenades.
Red blasters.
Okay,
bear with me on this one.
Did you move or not?
No, they didn't move.
So
they're hitting on 5s.
Okay.
And it's 3 attacks.
Plus a d3.
So, 2, 3.
3 attacks each.
Yeah. 3 dice.
Oh, put it in the dice cup. We let them enjoy a dice cup.
2 hits. And they're blast d3.
Okay.
So it rolls 2 again.
3.
2 damage.
2 hits.
2 hits. And piercing 1.
So 2s.
Roll 2 dice again.
You're going to wave at them, aren't you? 1.
Piercing 1, yes, so 1 damage.
Look, it's this guy who's falling off the base. Where is he? There he is. He's very upset.
Second one. 3 dice. Rolling 5s.
Done.
No elite. Surprisingly enough.
No elite on your the cheapo blasters.
There's always a hope. There's always a hope. Something like okay.
Yes.
They're out of range. He's going to shoot. Actually, he's going to shoot into
the same one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 5 attacks. Yeah.
5 and 5s.
Why was he going to there?
Or 6s? Because he
didn't move. So 5s and 5s are going to the.
In Soul Reavers.
Yeah. So 5 attacks.
On 5, piercing 2.
Piercing 2. Yeah.
5s and 3s. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Yeah.
Go on.
No. Nope. It's going very well.
You're not rolling any more dice. I'm too close, yes. That's
what it is.
That's absolutely it.
Can you step out of the room next time and then...
So, that's it for...
Nerf on these guys?
Nerf check. Nerf check, like so. So like a 10 would be really nice.
They're inspired, so again?
Roll again.
7, 8. They're okay.
They're fine, aren't they? They're not going to
I think they're a 9-11.
bothered at all.
They are 9-11, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So combat phase.
Here we go.
So I'll start here. 5 attacks.
Into the wraiths.
Yes, this is my sergeant. He's put down his crossbow.
He's hitting them over the head with a crossbow.
Yes, this may be true. Hitting on 3s.
3s!
Ah!
2.
2 hits.
Defense 6.
Defense 6, and they have crushing 2.
5. 4s. I can count.
4s.
2 wounds. Oh no! It's time to life leech back, isn't it, next turn?
Right. Okay, I'm going to just let's leave the room.
You leave the room for the nerve check.
Yeah.
Hang on, well their nerve is a dash 16.
Oh,
so there is no nerve.
Damn it!
And we remain engaged. Live new rules. It's the new name of our podcast. It's the Remain Engaged podcast.
Okay, so we missing that?
You just picked out the oranges of that giant.
Yeah, now we've got the big combat over there.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 20 attacks. What's your next goal?
On 3s? Thunderous 2?
Lots and lots.
You got me this out too.
I've spotted the problem with this many dice, the size of your dice.
CS1, TC2, so 3s and 2s.
Yeah, therefore 25. 3s and 2s, go for it.
3s and 2s.
Yeah, so
That is hilarious. There's a 2 there and a 1.
and a 1.
There you go.
Okay.
Everything else hit. I'd like to point out at this stage of the game that a troop of Revenant Cavalry is a dash 14.
That's not too bad. That's really quite nice.
I want this through.
It's very good. They're obscene.
Anyway, okay.
They come in hordes. You got the ones?
Yeah.
I think that's enough, isn't it?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
Okay, double 1 twice.
Go on,
Would you like to leave the room? That's an 8. Okay, again. And 7. They are gone. Away we go. Death! Now what are you going to do?
I'm going to pivot.
Cunning.
Because you're still...
And you can pivot to within an inch. Oh, you can't. You can't? I can't remember the rule now.
I can pivot. No, I can't go pivot to within an inch.
I think you can't get any closer than you already are. So if you're within an inch, you can pivot within that inch.
So I'll just pivot slightly.
Okay.
But you're still in...
I can still very much see you.
Yes, I would have thought so. Being as a big honking lump of carrots. Right.
And it's the end of the turn. Let's turn over a counter each. So roll to see who turns over first.
Okay.
I rolled a 1, so it's you. What token would you like to turn over? That one in the woods. You like Steve's going to put a 0 there. I didn't. I put a 1 there because I'm not actually very good at this game.
I called it wrong.
Oh, and I would like to turn over this one. There's one in the woods. There's one in the woods. Let's turn over this one in the middle. That's a 0, a big fat 0. Take that one off.
That's good. It's one next to a big hole.
Yeah.
My entire army's wandering towards.
On to turn 3. Okay, on to my turn 3. So, the first thing that I did was to charge. I spotted a charge that that perhaps John hadn't noticed, which was the cavalry. What's he called? Standard bearer on a chariot was here, and I had a line of sight from my Soul Reavers. So with 1 turn, I could get into him, and because of the new rules around remaining engaged, because I don't bounce, he can't see me with his chariot horde. So I like that. That's quite fun, isn't it? And then I shot Mortibus, so Mortibus can move 20 and still cast, so I move him over here so that he can A, drain life this guy and try and kill him, because if by chance the Soul Reavers don't kill this chariot guy, there's a flank available here. So I just wanted to try and make sure by, give it a good chance, I guess, of drain lifing. So drain life 9 onto that guy, but he's defense 4, so 9 4s and 3s. It's not guaranteed because he's a 13-15, but it will damage him. This, I think, is just outside of 16. or however, I think he charges with wild charge. I say he's got speed 6, wild charge D3, so his max charge is 15. This is just outside 15. So I'm reasonably happy with that. And then, so, because he didn't take my bait last time, I'm like, fair enough, I'll force these. So the ghouls went into the berserkers. And then the revenants took a hindered charge into this blast. So it's only a dash 10, and they're 25 attack. 25 on 5s, and then I think it's defense 5, so 5s and 4s. It's risky, but I wanted to try and get... Well, I thought I had Bane Chant. So the Gauntblight moved up here because the ghouls will almost certainly die to the berserkers next turn, but then they're going to have to turn to face to stop being charged by the revenants. Which means I might, if he plays really badly, which is very unlikely, I might get a flank from the Gauntblight, so I moved him up. And the Necromancer moved here because I thought, just Bane Chant. He doesn't have Bane Chant. I actually dropped Bane Chant for Drain Life. So yeah, whoops, never mind. And then, so these ghouls over here, so he'd moved the rabble up, but he'd forgotten, because it's a new rule about wild charge, so they had a wild charge available for them onto the flank of the rabble. Not guaranteed to kill them, but it's certainly going to annoy them. And I moved the werewolves up because both of these big hordes here, the boomers and the hunters, are facing the dragon over there. So I wanted to try and offer a threat from my werewolves here. And then finally we took a multi-charge. So the wraiths went back into this guy, but wraiths are very rubbish in the front, hitting on 4, even with crush 1. So I sent the dragon into the flank to try and make sure of that, even though he's a 13-15. So let's see if my gamble paid off.
I'm alive. And we are live!
We're live! We're not live, but it doesn't matter. Live-ish. So, shooting, I will... I could Bane Chant something, I suppose. Oh yeah, there's Morgoth hiding behind the woods. Do that first. So he's going to drain life 9, your standard bearer. Mm-hmm. No, was he? Bully? Guy with a crossbow. Sergeant.
So, do you have cover saving for drain life though?
No. 4s and defense 5?
Defense 4, because he's got a big clunking crossbow in his
4s and 3s?
Yeah. Oh, that's not good.
I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, yeah. 4 wounds.
Lexa, can you rack up 4 wounds, please?
And he does get a nerve check.
Yeah,
let's do that in a minute. So, and then let's Bane Chant. They're defense 5 boomers, aren't they? The Goblin Blast Weapons.
Things like this. Defense 5, yes.
Defense 5. We better Bane Chant these dudes then with the old fella. I think he's got Bane Chant. No, he has got Bane Chant. I dropped it. He's got Drain Life. But I've not moved him far enough to Drain Life anything.
Nope.
Another noble failure. Right, let's do the nerve on your dudes. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's okay.
It's fine.
Let's have him to heal because no one's got any wounds near there. Right, now on to combat. Let's do the Soul Reavers.
Okay, yeah. So Soul Reavers are going into the
Standard bearer.
Standard bearer. This is not a good thing.
It's good for me.
No, it's not.
Right, 20 on 3s and 4, 5, 7, 19.
Defense 5.
So 4s and 3s, 3s and 3s.
Yeah.
Crush 1, Thunderous 1, Elite.
Yeah.
Because I gave him the item. 3s, Elite. I love Elite.
It just balances out the really bad rolls.
That's a dice that I stole from Clash of Kings. I found it on the floor and no one claimed it. It says Malta ETC 2013. If it's your dice, please do get in touch.
You're not going to get it back, but
no, I'm just going to say thank you. 3s.
Oh, there's a lot of ones there.
Shut up.
That's a lot of ones.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Okay. That's 13, 15, 11, 13. And obviously...
That's
13.
Again, because he's a standard bearer, and he's dead.
Dead.
Main problem is now...
You're trapped.
Your man can charge me next turn.
Yep.
I think I'm alright. I think I'm still going to turn that way.
Do full pivot. You can't. Sorry, full reform.
Whoa!
Hello.
Need to make sure that I'm
I was about to say, if you just open up your rear flank there.
My rear flank.
Yes, sir.
So your edge goes down there.
Yes.
So I think we're alright. The middle of the arrow, right?
So this is one way we have to get maths involved, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the middle of the arrow. So I think we're okay.
Yeah. Just.
Okay, that's just a bit of fun. Okay, let's do Revenants into your boom wagon.
Yep.
So this is 25 attacks on 5s to an over an obstacle.
Yep.
And
First 5.
so
4s.
4s.
So 5s and 4s.
5s and 4s. I'm going to pick up the hits if that's allowed.
Yes. Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a 5.
That's pretty good.
It'll do. 4s.
That's 4 damage.
5 damage.
5 damage.
On your dash 10.
Yep.
Yep, 7.
And there's no.
Is he not inspiring?
Not to him, no.
Oh, it's Berserkers only. Right, one boom wagon down.
Boom wagon down.
Boomed, in fact, you might say. And he doesn't blow up
It
anymore.
doesn't blow up anymore. Now watch out for the.
So his charge is 12, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's 11, so he's definitely going to fit it. So I need to make sure that you're in my front. Because of the new turn rules, I can turn within, I can't get any closer. But any turn is going to get me further away.
Yeah.
So let's just go to there. I don't really care if you charge me, but I'd rather you charge me in the flank. Yeah, they can't see
No,
me.
I can't see you. No.
But thank you for attempting to help me. It was very nice of you.
Just watch out for the.
Yeah, just watch out for the giant chariot horde that definitely can not see me. Okay, so they're happy days.
Yeah.
Ghouls.
Oh yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8 attacks on 5s and 5s.
Defense 4 for.
5s and 4s.
Yeah.
Check that out. What I've
Oh,
rolled.
whoa! What?
4s. Go on, ghouls. Woo!
4 damage.
4 damage life each. My 1.
Lexa, you write on 4, please.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, she's on it.
She's on it. On
She's
the
on it.
case already.
And then.
Oh, dash 18.
Oh, dash 18 when we're rolling.
4.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Yeah, fine. Yes.
And we remain engaged. Other ghouls, so 16 now. 2,
16 attacks down there.
6.
Into the flank of the rabble, which have a massive defense. Defense 4.
Shut up!
Shut up. Yes.
So 4s and 4s.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a 4. 4s. 4 wounds.
4 wounds. 12, 14. You swine. Hold on, sorry, just check the range on that. I think it's outside.
I'd say he's in just.
Okay, re-roll that one then, please. Just.
It depends how much we move the hill. I'm going to let you have it because
Oh,
it seems
okay.
terribly unfair. That's better.
That's better.
I'll leverage that. Definitely fine. That was hilarious. Okay, dragon.
Dragon.
So we've got whites in the front, dragon in the flank.
Yeah, that's not going to be nice, is it?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
So it's whites who are.
Hit on 4s,
Yeah.
crush 1. The dragons hit on 4s, crush.
Lots.
Let's do the whites first because they're in the front.
Yeah.
4s and 3s.
Yes, crush one, yeah. It's exactly the average dice.
4 wounds from
4
the
wounds.
whites.
Yeah.
And then the dragon.
Consistently doing 4 damage, everything.
It's just my way.
This is
my way.
it's the Undead
4
way of
damage.
doing things.
Yeah.
This is 4 and everything.
And this is 4s and 2s. Twos. So 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 damage altogether.
14 damage altogether. Yeah, that's anything but rerolled.
He's gone. Whoa!
Tried hard.
He
He tried hard.
is a try.
Cheers,
hard.
Lexa.
So this is a little bit irritating. If I back him up, will you be in my front?
Depends how far you move back.
Back him up 1.
Still flank.
That's the thing. 2.
I don't think you can back up far enough. Because it's D3, isn't it? Backing up.
Yeah, that's going to be quite a long way, isn't it?
Yeah, you're going to have to go a hell of a long. You can't. There's no way.
So I have to turn.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn like if I'm there.
You can do a full.
You can turn like that.
You're
Really?
no, because you're a mover.
It doesn't matter as long as you're in the front. Really.
Yeah.
Oh, these guys life each 1. So these guys then turn. Well, if I turn them first, he can definitely turn more, right?
Yeah.
So they would turn first, then he would turn. Let's do it properly.
No, actually.
I don't think they can turn like that to allow him to turn more.
Yeah. That's it.
Like that?
Mm-hmm. Looks fine. Okay.
You're still going to charge the dragon next turn, but there you go.
Yeah, with my rabble.
And that's it.
Is that it?
Your turn 3.
My turn 3.
Okay, so Ogre's turn 3. So the rabble continue their march down the left-hand side of the board unopposed. I'm assuming towards this objective token, which has yet to be turned over. And the chariot's turned around to face the rear of my Soul Reavers here. So if I fail to kill this guy, that's going to be extremely bad. Now he did have his bully was here, right, facing down. So I'm thinking maybe he could keep it there, so that if I do kill this guy and turn the Soul Reavers around to face the chariots, then the bully can charge them in the rear. But instead, he saw the Horde of Revenants and thought it's just better to just charge it in with the blaster to try and take as much damage off the Revenants as possible. Okay, so this guy he remained engaged, and then the Berserkers charged into remained engaged with the ghouls. The boomers moved up a little bit, and I think maybe the werewolves might be in their flank, and I can't charge them because of the building, possibly. And then the hunters took the flank charge into the ghouls because why wouldn't you not do that? And then obviously the rabble charged into the dragon to disorder him. So that was turn 3. Right, a critical turn, turn 3.
That would be horrible if that happened. That would be really, really horrible.
We're just talking about the possibility of Soul Reavers being wavered.
Okay, so shooting. So obviously we can't throw anything into them because
Nope.
His charge, the other one's dead. But the only thing is
Boomers! Because I mismeasured by an inch.
Yeah. So boomers have 18 shots.
Let's try and fit 18 dice. Oh, you can use the
I
card.
don't think you can.
That's 12, 14,
16.
and then 2 on top.
18. Okay.
I'm literally saying nothing.
Because they don't have the new breath attack, it's now a boomstick.
Is that
So they get -1 to hit.
But they get -1 to hit anyway, but you've got steady aim, so it doesn't matter.
Yes,
but they're not individual, so it's a not stealth.
They're in cover.
So 5s.
5s.
18 on 5s, elite.
Yeah.
Rerolling your 1s. So 1 in the middle.
Yeah.
5s.
Okay, so take everything that's not a 5.
These dice are excellent for battle reporting. On a very small screen as a 4 there.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
a pleasant amount of 5s.
That's not pleasant amount of 5s.
Is it piercing?
Piercing. It's not piercing 1.
Piercing 1, so 4s.
Yeah.
That's better. 2.
2 damage. Boo.
Hooray!
Boo.
You can wave at them.
Okay.
They are a
And that's it for.
15, 17.
Okay, so double 1 likes. Double 6. Looking away.
Here we go. It's not a double 6, it's a 7.
That's
They're fine.
They're fine. Okay. So again, charge extenders.
Yay!
Okay, where to start next?
We should admire Steph's dragon. It's not mine, I didn't paint this.
Yeah, let's kill the dragon first.
You're going to kill the dragon with your rabble.
12 dice.
Let's go for it. On 5s, right?
I'm not convinced it's not 6s. Yes, 5. 5.
So 5s and 5s.
Does it have a lead?
Does it have a lead? The goblin rabble is very rabbleacious, so no.
That's 4 hits, so I'll take that.
And 5s?
Yeah.
Just need to get rid of that fly. Whoa, 3 wounds!
3 wounds, well done, Lexa.
Get up. I don't think he can be killed because he's a dash a million.
Dash 18, 20.
Dash 19. Dash 19. But he's not flying anymore, so and he can't shoot. So that is not great.
That's good. Okay, 36 dice here. So that's all my dice. You want,
That's 30.
plus 6 more.
Can I just stop you for a second?
Do you want to roll double 1?
Just roll double 1s. Once, I believe, unless I'm within 6, which I haven't measured.
No, I think you're in 6. I think you're in 6 there.
Oh yes, we
Yeah,
are just.
yeah.
And again.
Roll again.
It's almost like I planned it. I did it. No.
Okay.
Ghouls are gone.
Yeah, so you can't fly, so I can turn my back on you because you can't charge. You can't jump over that unit.
I can't jump over that unit. I mean,
They can.
I just. I feel like I should point out that there's a whole nother unit there.
Okay, so
I know they're kind of
there,
wraithy.
so I'm going to turn around to there because that puts them in the front.
I think it's a little bit further. Will be okay for a front. There you go.
Yeah. Wraiths in the front. Wraiths in the front.
Front to
Dragons possibly, potentially not in the front. Yeah, but I don't care because he can. Good.
Okay.
Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome. Right, another cool trick. You have to roll this one.
Berserkers.
How many?
God knows how many attacks these have got. We've got 30.
On 4s or 3s.
Yeah, and this is the problem with dice that are really good for
How
videos,
roll these up?
but being appalling.
We've got multi-hand dice rolling now.
Okay, and these have vicious. So 4s. They are brilliant dice for videos.
If I had them in frame, which I actually didn't. I was too busy giggling.
What was it?
4s. There you go, perfect.
Crushing 1,
2s.
3 rolling 1s.
Back to the cup.
2 3 rolling 1s.
2 3 rolling 1s. That's all of them.
I got
2 4 6 8 10
So the
12,
1.
13.
The one once, possibly? Oh no, twice, I measured that. Yeah. The one twice. And again. Double.
Trying to. Ah, it's fine.
Another unit of ghouls is gone.
Okay. Now, I'm going to have to trust you that doesn't do good to cause so much damage. I should have done them first.
Flankety flank, flankety flank.
I think I'd rather take a flank from.
Why would you do that? Because they can't hit you. Like that goes next turn,
Oh, yeah.
right? So he's still there, but like, if I can't pivot past him. If I disengage, oh, I can actually. If I disengage, I don't think I'll be able to get past you. So where's my thing?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you struggle with the 2.
So next turn, if I disengage
Yeah.
and turn, I can't.
You
I can't.
You can't do it.
I could disengage and
Yeah.
move left 2.5.
But then you.
And I don't think I can surge in past this guy either. So I think you're all right.
I'll say where I am then. With that. That's quite a nice place to be. Okay, so this is
Right, boom wagon. Here we go.
boom wagon. No, again, let's open with the rules for this one. So once it hits, so it has to hit first. 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
I always forgot to do the cloak of death last time. Never mind. Eh?
Oh, right, you're in.
I'm within 6 of you dudes, but I didn't do it. Never mind. Next turn.
So it's hits.
1 hits or 2 hits?
2 hits.
Is he on 3s?
Yeah. Right. So it's blast d6. So 2 hits and blast d6.
What?
6.
6 dice.
Crushing strength 3.
What? 6 on 2s.
Yeah. Well, then he's destroyed.
Then he's gone. Yeah. It's your 1 chance of glory. 4 wounds.
Is that it?
So I was standing that way. Oh no! 4 wounds.
4 wounds,
I think
yes.
we're all right.
That's
Okay.
not good.
It's a dash 24 unit.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
2, 4, 6, 8 attacks from the Berserker Bully. So, latest filth.
His name's Bully.
He's a bully. That's 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. Right, let's have a look at what he's got. Inspiring, nimble, wild charge. So, brutal, crushing strength 2.
3s.
Yeah.
3s and 3s.
3s and 3s.
7 hits. Good.
Defense 5.
5 wounds.
5 more wounds.
So they're up to 9.
Yep.
They're dash 24, so you think you can. It's 9 and 12.
Yeah.
They're alright.
This counts.
Can't be waived.
No, because it's 20.
24, dash 24.
That's 24, come on. 9 no.
18, okay.
That's fine.
Over here.
Over here.
See if you can waver some soul reavers for a bit of giggles.
Just for giggles. Okay, Lexa. So he's run out of the woods. So he's mindful to hit. So he's hitting on 4s.
2.
And no elite.
5s.
Yep.
Pressure 2.
2.
3s.
3s.
1.
1 damage.
We'll use the Thunderous as that.
Okay. Double 6, Lexa.
That's not level 6, level 2. You may not have heard the instruction correctly.
Boo, yes, boo.
Right, so let's turn over some tokens.
Yeah, so end of turn 3.
Roll off to turns if he turns off first.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3, you rolled a 5, you turn over first. What do you want to turn over? On your side. There's one here, there's one here.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that one because they're going to do something. This one there. Okay. 0!
It's a 0!
It's a 0!
Haha, I fooled you again!
Implausible positioning of.
Hey! I turn over this one down here that your little sniffs are going for. It's a 0! Did you know that?
No!
What are they doing?
Because I wasn't paying attention!
Excellent! More great strategic play here.
This is zero's used up now.
There wasn't.
No, there's one more 0 left on your side.
No, it's 4.
No, there's 4.
4 zeros.
Oh, right, so everything else is
What's the scoring?
In fact, that's a 2.
Yeah.
There's a 1 here.
Yeah.
So everything else is, well, a 1 or 2, which is kind of stumpy.
So that's a 1-1. Those two are 1s, aren't they?
Yes, those are definitely 1s.
And then 2 is either there or there.
It's definitely 1s, and then your 2 is one of the other eye, which is not bad for you.
Yeah, because I can turn those around and they're going to come wandering back, aren't we?
I hope that's not a 2 over there. Right, anyway, turn 4. Okay, so there's a couple of things to say. One is that I forgot the reason the boom was moved up, because I'd measured 17. Because I think I've been playing against a lot of trombones in version 2, and I just figured breath range, move plus shooting is 17, and actually it's 18, of course, because they move 6. So that's why he moved the boomers up, was to shoot at me. But, you know, breath attacks are so much less powerful now. But realistically, he should have done more wounds than he did with those boomers, so that's bad luck. Second thing was, on the left-hand side where he's been moving his rabble down towards that token, it was a 0, he'd just forgotten, which is kind of the thing. I think, you know, if you're laying down bluff tokens, you need to write on a piece of paper what's what, so that you've got them to refer to, because if you can't remember, it really makes it hard to actually play the game. Anyway, so on to my turn 4. So Soul Reavers went back into this Sergeant guy. I really need to kill him so I can turn around. So just to make sure, I've moved Morgoth up here. So I think the plan here is that I could Drain Life the Sergeant, but I'm fairly certain Soul was going to kill him. So I'm going to Drain Life the Chariots to put a bit more wounds on them. And I'm also within Dread range and Inspiring range. That's why he's there. He's out of the line of sight of the Chariots. Then the Revenants charged into the, remain engaged with the Bully. And I moved the Necromancer up behind because he can drain life. They've got 9 wounds on them, so they need to life leech and get some drain life going. And then, because I don't want those Berserkers to be charging into the flank, I'm going to move my, Gore Blight up here. And he can also pip some damage. So you can see there, we forgot last turn actually, because it's easy to forget these new rules, but he's got his 6-inch kind of range of Cloak of Death. So it means that the Berserkers who were on 4 now went up to 5, and the Boomers who are here, who are also within 6, take a point of damage as well, which is a really cool ability that I like a lot. Then, because the Werewolves were feeling great, not particularly boomed at all, we nimble charged straight into the front of the Boomers. It was possibly, thinking about it now, he could have done something clever with the flank and the building. I don't know if it was possible, but, you know, something to think about. And then so the dragon was, I didn't want to countercharge because the hunters are here, right? So imagine their line of sight is like this. It's literally, so with the way I put the whites in, right? If I'd have charged both the dragon and the whites into these rabble, the whites would have been within the line of sight. But as it is, because of the way he's turned this hunter horde, there is no line of sight, so he can't see me once I finish charging, assuming I kill the rabble. So yeah, that was my turn 4.
Okay.
So all right, turn 4.
Turn 4.
So he can't shoot because he's just licking his wounds. He's going to Drain Life your man. Drain Life 5.
Yep.
4s and 3s.
Yep. Ooh.
I'll take that. 3s. I'll take that! 4 wounds.
4 wounds onto the bully.
So they go down to 5.
Excellent. Bloody 4s.
Yay!
Yeah, if you just do 4 damage to that, that'd be really nice.
Okay, drain life 9 over here.
Doing like 9?
Yeah.
Morgoth into the chariots?
Yeah. Yeah.
4s and 4s.
That's not as good. That is a fluff.
Yes.
1.
1 damage.
So take off there 1. So 1 on those, thank you very much.
Yep.
Wound scribe.
Onto the chariots.
We already did the cloak of death wounds. So
Just there and there.
let's do the whites then.
Okay.
12 on 4s and 3s.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a risk. Okay, 3s. 3 more.
3 more damage, so up to 7 damage on those.
What are they?
They are 12, 14. So average roll. Oh dear.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they're
Wavering. Yeah.
Wavered rabble. 12 damage, 7 damage
7
please.
damage, 7 damage please, Lexa.
That wasn't great, but there you go, I'll take it.
There. And I'll put dice on them to mark them as wavered.
Okay. Werewolves is 18 attacks on 3s and 3s.
Yeah, because they've got Pathfinder item.
Pathfinder, yeah, and crush 1.
Yeah.
So 3s and 3s.
Ooh, that's not good. That's not good for me.
I'll take that
Yes.
all day long. Okay.
Yee.
That'll do. 2,
Yeah.
4, 6, 8, 10, 11 wounds.
11 wounds, so I'm on
So
12.
Up to 12.
Yeah.
15, 17.
Yeah.
No inspiring.
No.
5, 17.
17 destroyed.
Woohoo!
Single shot of the boomers off the board.
They boomed.
They boomed, and that was it.
They boomed.
And now I've got werewolves charging around the back end of my army.
Yeah, so I think I'm quite happy with where we are. Just life for each one.
Yep.
Into 1. Oh, that went very well. Gorblight is d6 plus 6. Rubbish. 4. 10 attacks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
I assume 4s?
4s and 2s because you're defense 4, right?
Yeah.
4s and 2s, he's crushed 2.
Ooh.
2s.
Nice. 4
4 wounds.
4 wounds.
Down to 9.
Yeah. Dash 18. 8.
9 and 8.
17.
Shoo. Ooh.
What is it?
9.
9.
Rubbish. These guys, ooh. 25. On 4s now.
Yeah.
And 3s. Okie dokie.
Not brilliant. Pushing 1, defense 4, that's 3s.
2, 4, 6, 7.
7, so up to 11 for the Berserker Bully.
13, 15.
Dash 14.
11. That's 9.
Inspiring. Dead.
That's 11. Everyone that's me breathes a huge sigh of relief and then we'll turn them as planned.
Yep.
Okay. Now you will be able to charge them with your Berserkers next turn.
Just draw back off 1
Life
inch.
leech down to 4.
Yep.
Right, and now Soul Reavers, 20 attacks.
This way I want to say nice big,
Nice big double one.
nice big double one here.
Would ruin my life. So 20.
Yep.
3s and 3s, because they're only got crush 1 now.
Yep.
Here we go. Are they elite? 3, so there's the 2s. Everything else is a hit. And 3s.
Yep. Defense 4 normally.
Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Ah!
So he's up to 16.
Yep.
Double ones twice.
Double 1 twice.
10.
Steve, it's really bad then. Do you know, but we can now demonstrate a new rule. He doesn't get all these attacks in his next turn.
He's devastated.
He's devastated.
It's absolutely brilliant.
He's devastated.
I'm devastated, Jonathan. I'm devastated.
Now, can I make that charge?
Rear charge. That's absolutely fine. It's your turn. Okay, so that was pretty funny. Not for me, but there you go. So the first thing he did was move the rabble who had been on a hiding to nothing. He turned and moved them to the hill to, do something. And then, of course, he took the rear charge into the Soul Reavers, and the bully, who is now devastated, just stayed in the front. Not bully, he's a sergeant. And then, so he disengaged. So don't forget, they were originally here. Normally you would bounce, but in version 3 you don't, you remain engaged, but he disengaged and then turned so that he could then charge into my revenants. Over here, so the werewolves, actually, these werewolves are facing this way, right? So he's taken the horde of hunters and gone out the double. There's 14, there's a big move, because this is a 2-point token here, so he wants to be on it. But I think John forgot that, well, these guys were wavered, his rabble, so that means my wraiths, I said whites in the video last, I hope you spotted that mistake. The wraiths can fly again because they haven't been hit. So actually next turn I can just fly them down here, and that's going to be a very unpleasant surge. So that was turn 4 for the ogres. All right then, look at this smug face.
No, it's inevitable. Okay, so they've moved.
Inevitable.
They've moved up well up there.
Yeah, they're
those guys can't do anything because they're wavered.
Oh, they're wavered.
Yes.
Excellent.
Berserker Braves disengaged back and then boink to there.
Yep. And then we've got a rear charge. What do you want to roll first?
My sergeant charging to there.
Oh yeah, of course.
Will you press last?
Yeah, actually I want to because I want to see what happens here first.
Okay.
Because that may affect how
So 30 attacks on 4s.
Yeah.
Crush what? 2?
Crush 1, I think. Is that not?
4s and 4s then.
Berserker Braves. Yeah, crush 1.
Yeah.
Vicious though.
Okay, so 4s and 4s, vicious.
4s and 4s.
We don't fit all them.
No, we don't.
15, 7. I think I'll be alright.
It should be fine.
Unless you spike it with the demon roller here.
Okay, let's go.
What is it?
4s.
4s. Setting below 4, pull away.
2 here. So to charge the battery pack. And use the pattern. Hurry up!
And 4 3-rolling ones. Not a single one.
Excellent. How many have you got?
Not enough. 2, 4, 6, 7.
7, that's where it should be, average.
Yeah. Well, hey, average. Lexa?
So 6, and they're on to 11. They're a dash 24.
So no, can't make it. Can't do it.
Nope.
So, no. Let's move them away.
No, we don't bounce. No bouncing. And over here?
5 attacks. Ah, no! No, not 5 attacks. Because he's...
he's 2 attacks.
2 attacks.
2 attacks, he's devastated. So am I. He's hit both of them.
Hit both of them.
5, so 4s, 3s.
1 wound.
1 wound.
Yeah.
So they're on 1 wound now. Okay. And now I'll roll 96 million... How many is it?
It's
60 dice.
60 attacks.
But
2 lots of these.
2 lots of roll.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s, killing on 3s. 2s.
So they crush 3.
Crush 1, 2, 2, 2.
3s and 2s.
3.
Let's go. Sorry about that. Where were we? Oh yes.
3s.
That's quite a few.
That's it.
And 2s.
2s. Oh, don't forget brutal as well. Okay.
Oh god. How many is that?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13.
The Soul Reavers are 15, 17.
13, so 14 damage so far. We've got another 30 dice to go.
Just roll double 1. Twice, please.
Oh!
That's a 6. And again. Oh goodness me, look what's just arrived from a mysterious salesperson. Shadows in the north. Ah, balls.
6 twice.
Sorry with the dead.
Got
My
a-
life's a misery.
Got a 6.
I blame you.
Don't do this.
Wait, we interrupt this broadcast for an impromptu unboxing of the collector's bundle. It's got plastic. It's got wrap in it.
Lots of plastic. Oh,
I see a big box and a small bundle of plastic. Oh, this is the stuff that I want. I need to try and snap on a. Well, this is your diorama, right?
this is diorama, yeah.
Oh, is that the map? Oh, we got the map.
I've got a map.
Would you like to unfold the map, please, Lexa?
Oh, yeah. So we've got. I have no idea what they are. Oh, that's the pieces that go. Look at the detail on that.
There's some stuff.
Some stuff. Oh, turn counter.
That's what I want.
Turn counter. Look at that.
A square.
It's some grey resin in a plastic pack, which doesn't really show very well. And that's the
diorama base.
Very nice.
Very nice. Yes.
Well worth the 19 billion pounds. I'm joking.
We don't talk about money, Steve. Yeah.
Well, it's turn 5, but we need to turn over counters.
Yeah.
So what would you like to turn over?
I'm going to turn this one over here,
Okay.
if I may, Steve. It's a 1 point.
It's a 1 point objective.
Yeah.
Do you know this one?
I thought it was a 0.
So I don't know that one.
It's a 2.
Actually, no. That means that one's a 2.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't turn over that one because that's. Oh no, I can't turn over that one. I know that's a 2. I have to turn over one of these two because
Yeah,
I turn over on mine.
I can turn over that one.
Right, so we knew that was a 2.
We knew
anyway.
that was 2 anyway.
So I've not cheated.
Yeah.
So
that one or that one.
this one. It's a 1.
Which means
That must be.
that's
Well, that's
That's 2, isn't it?
2 there.
that's a 2 there. In fact, that should be there.
That must be a
That's
1.
1.
So that's going to be a 1 there.
That's
So that's going to be a 2 there.
That's 2 there.
All right then. Turn 5. All right. Apologies for my finger being in half of that last bit. So I'm just incompetent. So my turn 5. So at this point, despite losing the Soul Reavers, which was particularly poor because of the way the tokens have picked out, so we weren't very good at showing what tokens were then. But the one underneath the chariots over here is a 1, and the one that I turned over here is a 1. So because of what's left, actually, it's kind of interesting with the scenario. By the time you get to turn 5, you know what the tokens are. So the one that was left here, I did turn it over by mistake. I shouldn't have done, but by that point we can work out that's a 2, and we know that this one's a 1. Okay, so I've got a 2-point token and a 2-point token. He's got his hunters facing the wrong way. He's got a rabble that's going to die. So at this point, I'm like that. Yeah, got this. Okay. So Morgoth flew 20 over here, so he's out of charge range, which is nice. So he's out of charge range of the sergeant, which is 12, and of the chariots, which is 16. We remained engaged with the berserkers, and then I moved the necromancer over here because my Gorblight's now moved up and turned, so there's a nice rear charge surge there. The werewolves turned all the way around with nimble and moved down here because on turn 6 I want to jump onto this token, and also just in case something awful happens with the whites, which isn't because the whites have flown over here because they didn't have any damage. So they're ready to get surged by the dragon, which has popped over here into the back here. So this is my turn 5.
We are live.
Surge over here, surge 10 from the dragon.
Ah, yes, the old wraith in the rear.
1, 2, 3, that's enough.
That's plenty enough.
Wraiths in the rear. Hurrah! Surge over here, surge 5.
Okay, so this is the Gorblight monster.
Needs a 1. Got a 1.
Yeah. Well, it's needs 2.
Right, got 2.
Yeah.
And then Mind Fog 3.
Oh, yes. On the
Which dice shall I use for Mind Fog 3? I don't want to so far as use 3 fresh dice.
3 fresh dice.
Mind Fog 3.
Mind Fog 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
just the
1.
He gets a nerve check.
Yeah.
Nerve check for him.
Double 1. And roll again. No. Surprising that he couldn't survive.
You deserve it. Okay then.
I think he might have made his points back.
Yeah. It's combat. Let's do the Gorblight in the rear. Is d6 plus 6. So I'll roll again. 4. So 10.
Double,
2, 4,
triple.
6, 8, 10. So 30.
Yep.
4.
Tell you what.
4s and 2s.
Yeah, go on.
Double on it.
Double on it.
Once. There you go.
That's it. Dead.
Goodbye. No.
And suddenly my army is now non-existent.
Oops.
God. Mantic Berserker models, too heavy.
Too heavy. So that's 16 here. So you I think if I turn 180, ow! Around there, I am on a wall, but I should be out 16. Just, yeah. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Is it just out 16, you say?
Yeah. And do life each one. Where do I want the gallbladder to be? Oh, he's on there. We don't need that anymore. Let's do one more turn to smash me up.
Yeah, but I can't.
Well, sidestep. Let's do a sidestep. D3. You're going to sidestep 3. It's very exciting for everyone.
Wait, didn't we turn over some counters?
Sorry?
Didn't we turn over some counters?
We did that.
Did that start turn, which is the way we messed up. But yes, good point, Lexa. So we've now got a... Because we videoed it.
Did we video it?
No, so that,
I did video it. I did video it.
Oh, okay. So there's 1 point there.
Yeah, anyway, there's one there and there's nothing. There was nothing.
1 there.
So that's definitely a 2.
2, sorry.
And that's definitely a 1 when we turn them over at the end of this thing.
Yeah.
So these guys in the back, 36 on 4s.
Oh dear.
36 on 4. So this lot and then 6 more. 4s and that's 4, aren't they?
Yeah, who's this? Yeah.
4s and 3s.
Yeah.
So. Okay, and then 6 of the fails. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so trying to find some misses here, John, but I can't seem to find them anywhere.
That's quite a
That's gross.
That's quite a large number.
And 3s.
I thought the odds would come back, but no, they haven't.
No, that's gone quite nicely for me.
It's really quite bad.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
Yeah.
Double 1 once.
Double 1.
Whoa!
We tried hard.
Okay, that's for you.
Yeah. Lexa.
And
More pile.
Turn round to face your rebel. Life each hour 1 wound.
Yeah.
And I believe that's the end of my turn 5.
Yeah.
Got a lot of stuff over there.
No, I've got 1 unit. Oh, 2 units left. So let's move the berserkers off the
You've got a
board.
rebel regiment.
A rebel regiment, yes.
Are you dead?
Yes. Yeah. Sad face. Sad panda.
Alright, so I'm starting to feel a little bit bad now because I think I bought a bit more of a tournament-y list and John just bought a list that was kind of full of fun, new things to try. I did bring some new things to try, but I did bring the kind of list you might take to a tournament. Maybe, I don't know, whatever. He moved his rabble regiment up here to sit on the token that's there, and he moved his chariots up. So you can see the distance marker that's 10. So I can't just charge him next turn. So on turn 6, he wants to be able to charge into me, which is sensible. And on the right, he moved his rabble up here onto this token. So you can see the line of sight. Now, dragon can't just charge them. I can move and breathe onto them, and I've got some whites here. But at the moment, he could get a draw. And I'll tell you why, because there's 1 point token here, and there's a 2-point token here. And his Horde of Rabble out-unit strengths my dragon. Now, I have got some whites here, but I want to move them onto that token there. So he's got 2 and 1 makes 3. I would have 2 and 1 makes 3. So I can't get the Gallblight onto here unless I surge it. And I have got an extra 1 here, so I could just move my guys over to claim that one and kind of guarantee a victory. But there's no guarantee that he's not going to take me off because I've got 10 wounds already and that's really punchy chariot units. So a draw is still very feasible at this point. So let's have a look.
That's right. There is no combat.
There's nothing going on.
There is nothing going on.
So we've moved and we've moved. Yeah. Turn 6. Oh, let's turn over to the last token. So this one.
Yeah.
This one is a 1, which we knew, and that one is a 2 under the dragon.
That is a 2.
Yeah. So I need to kill this rabble, otherwise you get it, because you're out unit strength to me.
Yep.
And we're not quite sure what's going to happen in the middle. Just a bit of fun. Okay, so turn 6. So I moved these guys, the Revenants, forward 5. So the plan here is I've got Mortibus who's come over. The Gallblight's moved as far as he can, but he's still not within 3 of that token. But I've moved the Necromancer up here. So the plan is to try and... This is, I think, a 6-inch surge. I've got surge 10 and surge 5, so that's 15. So I should be able to surge them in. which case they end up here, and they're within 3. So that's my plan. Over on the right, the dragon's just moved over, so he's sitting on the token, and he's going to breathe on those goblins and try and kill them. Werewolves have moved down and turned, and the wraiths have moved over here. So that's my turn 6.
Okay.
Right then, dragon's going to flame you, rabble.
Yarls.
12 on 4s and 4s, rabble.
Ow. Rabble oh god, yeah. God, it's goblins, new filth.
4s and 4s. Kind of really need this.
Nice.
4s. 4 wounds
4
again.
wounds, up to 11.
11.
Yeah. 12, 14.
Okay, so there's 11 there. So the
11, please, Lexa.
okay, so surge. Oops.
Oh, surge.
Surge 5 from the necromancer. Oh no, let's do surge from Morgoth first. 2, 4, 6. Doesn't really matter.
Lexa, go in.
It does matter. Right, surge from Morgoth first. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10.
Yeah.
Surge 10. 2, 3, 4.
4.
4 of the 6 I need.
Yeah.
Surge 5 from the necromancer.
2 needed.
1.
1. Nightmare!
Oh!
Oh dear.
Oh! That didn't quite.
Oh dear.
That didn't.
Not quite work.
Didn't quite happen the way I anticipated. Oh well. Just a bit of fun. Alright, nerve on you, dudes. The 1. But it's a 3 to kill.
Yeah.
11.
12, 14. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, oh dead. Destroyed.
I mean,
You win.
this is irrelevant.
This is kind of relevant now.
But that's it. It's my go. Your 6.
Yeah, that's it.
So let's do some live movement now. So he's going to charge me.
There.
That's it.
That's it.
30 or how many? 20 attacks
20 attacks, isn't it? Yes, just 20.
with your crushed 1.
Yeah.
Yellows and blues.
So 3s and 4s.
Yellows and blues. You want yellows or blues? Okay. 3s and 2s.
Defense 5 with crushed 1.
Which one? TC2, you didn't hit me.
Oh, I did.
3s and 2s. Okay.
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 How was that?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
13. So I'm on 23. So double 1 twice. Come on. No, that's an 11. I said a double 1. Ah! What are you going to do with your special turn you've been given? Just lost a skeleton.
Yeah.
You want to move. You want to shuffle left, don't you? I should think.
Yeah.
To give him that token.
You can, how far you can only move. Can't get close enough. Nowhere near.
Ah.
However, if I reform, how close can I get?
You could overrun. Nah.
That's still going to be short. So just
Turn. Hope for turn 7.
turn seven, but it doesn't make a lot of difference because it's still going to be. I suggest we call it.
What do you?
You can't
win.
You can't win.
So we've got 2 here under the things. 2 there. So that's 4, 5, 2, 1.
5-1. 5-1. Yeah.
I haven't got that one, so I haven't claimed that one. 5-1.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5-1.
Alright. Alright, we're done. Look, we found a Ronnie Renton and some baseball bats, which we can use to bludgeon information out of him.
Yeah, you've got baseball bats, I don't. I feel scared.
So, good game. I won, which makes me very smart. So, John, how was it for you?
To be fair, it's very similar to version 2. Some subtle changes. I thought the not having to mess around with moving back 1 inch. Yes, that really makes life a lot simpler.
A lot cleaner.
faster. Yeah.
We did forget to do the TC1 off the hill
We did. It wouldn't have made much difference though.
to my double 1.
The double 1.
Soul Reaver Cavalry, which is gross. Ronnie, how's version 3 launch going?
Busy. I mean, we're literally, I think it's probably a good sign everybody's desperate and that we're filthily late because we said we'd start shipping on the 21st and it'd be installed by the 26th.
Yeah.
and it's the 21st today, and everybody's killing us to say that, it's just, we're getting about 150 web orders out a day, and we're getting about 75 trade orders out a day. I mean, everyone's busy.
So patience is what you're
Well, it'll all be there on time. It's all, pretty much. I mean, if you're in Australia, sorry, probably a couple of days later. But, on shelf dates.
That's all right, because they lost a rugby, so...
Yeah, that's my...
Just double down on the pay. Here's a lot of rugby and by the way, yeah. But no, everything's shipping, everything's in. We're making resin as fast as we can.
Yeah.
We are 150% of forecast already. So everything is slightly...
I like your Ferrari out the front.
It's very
really
nice.
Yeah, nice.
Always got that tractor that I drive. Large L200 glamour machine that is the Mantic company vehicle.
And Armies of Panathor's going to print, is it next week? Week after?
Yeah, and just checked, Matt's on holiday this week, a completely broken and destroyed man. So,
I need to find him to kind of talk to him about Ratkin. It's fine, that's fine, I'll find him later.
Oh, it's really good. I mean, we've seen a few Ratkin armies which are appearing, very nicely.
Well, they'll be awful long.
And there may be a Ratkin model coming soon to a Kickstarter near you.
100% Mantic.
That's what we like. I've always shied away from that for the reason we talked about, but I think it's back and it's there and it's exciting. So, busy, tons of stuff going out this week. There's no anything.
Wicked, so thanks for having us here.
Thank you for coming along and gaming, and I hope everybody found it instructive and all changing.
Probably
change.
not, it's us playing, if I'm honest, it's probably,
That's it. We found, they say, very similar.
It's more polished, isn't it? People think it's big. I've changed that. What they've done is just cleaned it and polished it. And these guys are
speaking of
hardcore
tribes, it's an evolution, not a revolution.
Yes.
Whatever. Lovely, I love marketing. Cheers, see you next time.
Bye.
Alright, so it was an Undead victory. I want to say a huge thank you to the guys at Mantic for having us over. So to Martin and to Rob, who arranged it. Martin looked after us, and for Ronnie for jumping in during what is an exceptionally busy time for him. I want to say a huge thank you to John and to Lexa as well. John's just the nicest guy ever, and it's so cool. I've got kids. I've got kids. One of whom is too young to know, but my other two one's about Lexa's age and one is older, and they have no interest in playing Kings of War with me, and it's so nice to see a father and daughter who are playing together and having fun, and what a nice kid she is and what a nice bloke he is. So thank you to them for playing with me, and we had a lot of fun, and thank you for watching. So version 3 is coming out now, so you may well have your book. If you don't, it's coming soon. If you don't have Kings of War yet, I heartily recommend you check it out, and perhaps play a little bit better than me. But anyway, so there's some more of these coming. I'm lining up some more battle reports, try and get them out a bit more regularly. In the meantime, stay tuned for more community updates, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.